How you doing? Hello. It's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense, always jumping on here to share some fire for my fellow entrepreneurs out there looking to get clear about how you can start or grow your business online with clarity, confidence, strategy, and intention. Hello, welcome, my dears. Hey, Yandel. Hey, Shanita. Welcome. Of course, as always, when you are jumping on here, feel free to just say hello to me and let me know who you are and where you're coming in from. Good morning, Michelle. That's number one. Number two, feel free to tag somebody who needs to hear this, because today what we're going to do is have a cash flow clarity session. So you can tag somebody who needs to hear this. You can share this, because of course, sharing is caring. Always remember to turn on those alerts and notifications. If you see that bell, well, you better ping, turn it on. So when it pings, you know that I got something to share with you when it comes to growing your business. All right. So turn on the bell, the alerts, the notifications, whatever you need to do to come through and check out what I have got to share with you today. Okay. So last thing, of course, if you are catching me on the replay side, always remember to drop into the comment box, #replaysrock. With that being said, let me get some of these ideas out of my head so I can talk to you about how you can rock the web, Sister Sense style. All right. So again, we're going to talk about cash flow clarity today because it is Tools Tuesday, and I want to equip you with all the tools that you need to succeed. So without any further hesitation or delay, Prin, are you going to stay? Are you going to stay? Or are you going to be like, hey guys, let me dive into the conversation for today. First, we're going to have a clarity session on your cash flow. And then I'm going to talk to you about what you need to do to either start or continue building your own personal profit playbook. Okay. So working on your cash flow goals and your own personal playbook to profit. All right. So if you guys are curious about the cash flow goals conversation that we are going to have, make sure that you drop into the comment box for me, CFG. CFG for me stands for cash flow goals, number one. And number two, when you go over to sistersense.com/CFG, there you will see the cash flow goals guide. There's a free version. There's the full version. There's the positioned to profit planner, which you see right here, that fabulous good. We're going to be digging into the position to profit planner here as well. So again, if you're ready for the cash flow goals conversation, drop into the comment box for me, CFG, and make sure that at some point today you go over to sistersense.com/CFG so you can get your cash flow goals guide. That's the first tool that I want to share with you today on Tools Tuesday. Okay, so let's dig in and dig deep. Now, when it comes to you working on your cash flow goals for this week in particular, the first thing that I want you to do is think about the minimum amount that you want to work. Tongue-tied. First thing that I want you to do, rewind, when it comes to working on your cash flow goals for this week is to think about the minimum amount that you want to make, okay? When it comes to cash flow goals, I always say you need to set your base, your middle, and your reach. Let's focus on the base. What's the minimum amount that you want to make over the next 7 days, right? Yesterday you started, hopefully, Money Monday. You started working on your money goals for the week from Monday to Sunday, 7 days. What's the minimum amount that you want to make? Feel free to drop that in here for me, okay? Out of curiosity, I would love to see what is your minimum. Okay, you go, this is what I need to make this week. So let's say your goal for the month is 4,000. Every week, that would be 1,000, right? So here's a little trick, a little quick trick that I've put together when it comes to deciding what offers you're going to sell and how you can quickly hit your minimum goal so you can work towards your reach goal. So if at the very minimum, your goal is 4,000 a month, 1,000 a week, what does that look like? Okay. 3 offers that you need to focus on when it comes to hitting your minimum. So again, let's say your minimum is $1,000 for a 7-day period over the course of Monday through Sunday that week. 3 kinds of offers to consider, okay? First one being 10x. Okay. So when I started working online, I created something called my 10/10s. And I said, look, if I had a $10 offer and I can sell 10 of those, that's $100, right? You got a 10x on every level. So if your goal is $1,000, the first thing that you want to do is divide that number by 10 so that you can see if you had a product at that price point, if you just sold 10 of those offers, you would hit your goal. Okay. So in the case of 1,000, in order to hit the goal of 1,000 over the course of 7 days, you need to sell 10 offers. Well, one offer at $100. So 100 times 10, that's 1,000. Okay. Do you have an offer that's $100 that you can sell this week to hit that 10 times 10 goal to 1,000? Okay. So that was my 10/10s when I started, and I was trying to make sure that I could be consistent, right? I was like, okay, I need a $10 offer, 10 of those, $100, bam, bam, boom. So $1,000 in a week, obviously you need a $100 offer. That's, well, I'm going to give you 3 examples, right? That $100 offer, 10 sales, 1,000. Okay. That's number 1. And I'm talking about how to quickly get to your base goal. So what's your base? Number 1. Divide that number by 10. That's your 10/10. The next one is your half. Okay. So if your goal is $1,000 for this week, divide 1,000 by a half. That's 500. Do you have an offer that you can sell for $500? Hold on a second. I got this little one right here. Trying to drive me crazy. The water bottles on my desk are always falling on the floor. And she'll be quietly in the corner taking a nap until she knows that I'm on live. And then she's like, see, she finds something else. Hey, come up here. Come up here. Thank you. Always trying to get somebody attention. All right. So you think about that goal. In this case, I'm talking about $1,000. If you slash that by 50%, that's 500. Do you have something that you can sell for $500? Because guess what? You sell 2 of those this week, bam, you hit your goal, right? Now, you probably know the last of the 3 that I'm going to share with you when it comes to quickly reaching your base minimum amount of what you want to make this week. You say your goal is 1,000. Do you have one offer that's $1,000? I remember I asked this question last week and I saw a few people say, oh my God, I don't have $1,000 offer. I need one. Do you have one offer that's at least $1,000? Because here's the deal. You sell one, you done, right? Sell one and you're done. So first, when we talk about cash flow goals and some things that you can do, and I'm going to share about 3 of these strategies with you to help you have essentially what I call a personal cash flow clarity session right now, right? In that particular space, the first thing that I want you to do is to set a minimum amount that you want to make over the next 7 days, number 1. And number 2, I want you to think about these 3 questions when it comes to quickly reaching that minimum base. Do you have something that if you divide that minimum by 10, you can 10/10 your way to success? That was number 1. And do you have number 2, if you divide that number by 50, right? By 2, rather by not by 50, but by 2 or 50%, right? Do you have an offer that's 50% of that main amount? Or do you have an offer that is that price, right? So when we look at $1,000, do you have something that's $100? If you sell 10 of those, you get 1,000. Do you have something that's $500? If you sell 2 of those, you get 1,000. Do you have something that's $1,000? You sell 1 of those, you get 1,000. So y'all let me know if you think about that, if you have all of those things, if you need to work on those things. I'm here. One of the things that I do is provide you with clarity calls so you can work on your goals, right? So you can actually go over to sistersense.com/fix-it, because right now I have the opportunity for you to literally get 30 minutes, $30 clarity calls with me. Or if you go, man, I want to lock in this rate because it's absolutely great, you can get 10 30-minute, $30 clarity calls with me. As of August 1st, my calls are going up, the price points anyway. So if you would like to talk to me, you can schedule 1 session, you can grab a few of those, or you can get a bundle of 10 over at sistersense.com/fix-it. fix it, because I want to help you fix it so you can go from surviving to thriving when it comes to building your best business online. Okay, so hopefully you guys go, yes, I have something that I can 10x. I have something that is at the half point for that price point, and I have something that is the actual number. If you don't and you need some help around what you could create, because you may go, oh, there's nothing that I have that I could create at $1,000. You probably do. You just need somebody to pull it out of you. And I could be that somebody. Okay. So go to SizzleSense.com/fix-it if you want to schedule a 30-minute session with me, or if you want to get a few of those so that we can work on your clarity, right? And your cash flow goals together. Now, I also mentioned that it's Tool Tuesday today, and I do have a cash flow goals guide, a calendar in there, plus the Positioned to Profit planner that you can grab at SizzleSense.com/CFG, which stands for Cash Flow Goals. Print them in. Her name is Princess. We call her Print them in for short. Can you jump? You better. Come over here. Show them what you got in your mouth. Do you see this? Ow! Really? Really? So this is what I get for number one, having a fridge in my office. And number two, before I go on the live, taking all the containers, putting them in the corner. So she's finding like every freaking plastic container she could possibly find, because I have a few of them we recycle. Because she needs to, and she was fine. She was like sitting in the corner, taking a nap. And then she heard me get on the live, that she saw the camera start. So she jumped in my lap. And then once the camera starts, she jumps on the floor and she's looking for stuff. No, you're not getting it. No, you're not getting the plastic container. Now she's clanking her bowls. You are just a drama queen. You just looking for attention right now, for real. I don't know what to do with you. All right, you know what? You are out of here. You're out of here. Hold on, y'all. Feel free to drop into the comment box for me what, if any, recommendations I'm sharing with you right now that's working for you, number one. Number two, feel free to share this out, because sharing is caring. This little drama queen, you call a dog Princess, this is what you get. Print them in, it's time for you to go. Let me go and put her in the other room. And I'll be right back. So hold tight and I'll check in with you guys in just a second. Print them in, it's time to go. Messy face. You are a hot mess. Come on, let's go. Lord have mercy. Now you tied up in the ring light. Nope, nope, nope. You cat. You go to. No cats and dogs allowed. Let's go. No, no. Night. Lord, come here. No. No. Cat. No cats. No dogs. Take the cat and take the dog from me, please. Yes. Are they here? What?
No, I need grease.
You need. Okay, take mine. Oh, Lord.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay, take it. Go, go, go. Take the cat. Take the dog. Take the grease. Everybody out. Here, take it. Feed the dog. Oh, Jesus. Got cats and dogs and boys. Whew. All right, y'all. Let me slide back all up in here. Woo. Now I'm hot. I'm a sedentary creature, if you haven't noticed. Minimal activity causes me to get hot real quick. So, all right, y'all. I'm back. Now, let's get back into it. The next thing, it's 9:37 right now. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is direct communication. Direct communication. So number one, when it comes to your cash flow goals, one of the first things that you need to do is be clear about the monetary goal that you want to set, how much you want to make. We talked about that by creating, or rather setting the minimum amount that you want to make in the next 7 days. That was the first thing that we did. Okay. Next thing that I want to do is talk to you about directly accessing, directly communicating with your customers and attracting leads. Okay, leads, potential customers. So communicating with your existing customers directly and attracting potential customers, leads. Do you have at least 3 to 7 ways to do that? So if you don't know what to do, what I want you to do is to sit down with yourself, set your minimum amount, number 1. Number 2, map out at least 3 to 7 ways that you are going to, number 1, put yourself in a position to attract potential leads. Number 2, directly communicate with your previous and existing clients and customers. Okay, so I'm going to share with you 7 possibles and you take of it what you will. Okay, number 1, consultations. So last week, one of my previous clients, she did like a email connection and she was like, hey, so-and-so, hey, LaShanda, she needs a website. You're an amazing web designer. Ding! Connect, right? So I always get referrals like that. And so the young lady, I said, okay, would you like to talk to me on Monday? And she did. So we had a clarity session on Monday to talk about working together. And now she's like, look, I'm signing up this week. So one of the things that I want you to think about is for those of you who are service professionals, coaches, mentors, do you have an opportunity for people to directly communicate with you via consultations? Do you have any consultations scheduled this week? If you don't, you need to get some, right? You need to have these opportunities where you're talking to people directly over the phone, okay? Do you have some consultations? Number 2, do you have referrals? So like I mentioned before, the young lady who referred this new client to me, literally this morning, right? I was on the call. No, not this morning. What was I doing this morning? I don't know. I was on my phone. I was doing something on my phone. And I saw an Instagram ping come in. And it was somebody who posted on Instagram and says, look, I need somebody to help me build my website right now. Who you got? And so the same person tagged me in that and was like, hey, you need to talk to so-and-so, right? So I messaged her and I said, look, hey, you want to talk? We can talk today or we can talk tomorrow. Let me know. Okay. So waiting for her to message me back. Do you have people who are referring people to you? Number 1. Number 2, if you do, reach out to them and say, hey, this is what I'm working on right now. Just want to see if there's anybody in your community or tribe that could use that, right? Make a list of at least 2 to 3 people that you know who you could directly communicate with and talk about some way where they can share what you're working on with their community. And vice versa. If there's an opportunity for you to do the same for them, make it happen, right? So consultations, number 1, referrals, number 2, at least 2 to 3 people. Number 3, for me, directly emailing my audience is something that I do at least 3 times a week, at least. Are you proactively emailing your audience? Now, as I'm going through these, I want you to check in with me. Feel free to drop into the comment box, whether you're watching live or via the replays, which of these strategies, because number 1, you got to have at least 3 to 7 ways to communicate with people, to show you up and shine, right? Show who you are and what you know. So consultations, number 1, referrals, number 2, number 3, email marketing is essential. Can you directly communicate via email or direct messaging? So social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, they have messenger platforms where you can communicate with people. On Facebook, when people go and leave me a message, automatically it says, look, real talk, I don't check this that much. So make sure you go to sistersense@gmail.com and you email me. I got this automate, which is pretty cool. I don't know if do you guys use that on your Facebook fan page? People can directly email you. But if you're in a space where you don't necessarily check that all the time, you can actually set up an automatic message, which is pretty awesome. Mine essentially says, look, I definitely want to talk to you. Please email me directly, sistersense@gmail.com. Are you using email marketing? Are you using some sort of direct messaging, whether you're using chat box or Messenger or Instagram? Again, I mentioned the potential client that I might have if she's interested in working specifically with me and having a conversation with her over DM on Instagram. Your deals, your dollars are in that DM messenger email platform. That's experience, okay? So do you do that? Are you doing that? Who do you need to communicate with this week? live streams. Obviously, right now, I am literally live with you, and this is an opportunity for me to share with you on Two Tools Tuesday, some tools that you can use to build your best online business, right? So right now, we're talking about cash flow goals. I'm giving you at least 3 action steps you can take to work on your cash flow goals for this week. And I mentioned to you, if you haven't already done so, if you want to get the Position to Profit Planner and the complete cash flow goals guide, whether you get the free version, the full version, you can go over to sistersense.com/CFG, which stands for Cash Flow Goals, to grab that. Direct communication with my audience via live stream. Are you doing live videos or pre-recorded videos so that you can directly communicate with your existing audience and new people too? So for those of you who tag somebody here or share, and then somebody else jumps on here because you connected them to me and they go, hey, who's this chick, right? That's an opportunity to reach both new and existing customers and clients, right? So I'm always asking you guys, make sure if you feel like this is something that is adding value to you, support the effort, support the vision of the Sister Sense web class series, and share it out to your community. There might be somebody in your circle who needs to hear what I got to say right now, right? So what are you going to do today to do some either live or video to directly communicate with your audience? Again, as I'm sharing these to you, let me know which ones resonate with you. So today is Tuesday, and every other Tuesday, I check in with my mastermind. I love my mastermind circle, right? So we've got a webinar tonight, and I will be number 1, sending out an email reminder to my audience because email is important. I will be number 2, sending out an update to the mastermind Facebook group because checking in is important. And I will be number 3, able to, when I directly am talking to my mastermind, right? Via them listening to me over the phone and watching the webinar, letting them know what's happening in the circle right now, letting them know that it's the last week to get on the VIP list, letting them know that I've got an in-person event, a weekend workshop in October if they want to go. Direct communication, right? Having people directly listening or watching the replays, right? A mastermind, what kind of experience do you have? Whether it be a mastermind you've created or a meetup group, a networking opportunity where you're directly communicating with people, what you got, when you got it, what's happening this week. Last but not least on this list of 7 potential ways that you can work out directly communicating with previous customers or potential customers is advertising. Who's investing in ads this week? Maybe paid advertising through social media platforms or paid advertising on special interest websites or sponsoring an upcoming event. What are you doing to advertise and invest into your visibility? Invest into paying for new potential customers, new leads. What are you doing in those areas? So the first question that I said to you was, what is the minimum amount you're going to make or want to make this week? Next thing I said to you, okay, in order to make that money, honey, you got to actually reach some people. So how are you going to directly reach people? Think about at least 3 to 7 ways you're going to directly reach people. I gave you 7 ways: consultations, referrals, email marketing, messenger marketing, live stream or pre-recorded videos, masterminds or in-person meetups, and advertising. Man, I gave you a bunch of solutions, right? Number 3, do you have at least 3 to 7 content marketing strategies? So you being able to create content, share that content, and get people excited about what you do and wanting to work with you. So I literally have a strategy so that every single day I have some form of content to share. Content marketing is essential to you consistently working on your conversion marketing. You need better content if you want better conversions. So I gave you actually 2 resources today, right? And today is Two Tools Tuesday. Now, the first one is the Cash Flow Goals Guide. You can get the free version. Before you even do anything else, you can get the full version because it's absolutely fabulous. And then you get the Position to Profit Planner, which you can print out. But here's the deal. That's an opportunity to create content and share content with potential customers so they can see if what I got is a good fit for them. What kind of content can you share on Two Tools Tuesday? or 2 Tips Tuesday, whatever you want to call it today, right? So again, you can go over to sistersense.com/CFG to get that cash flow goals guide. That's number one. Number two, do you have something that you can strategically share as far as content to work on your conversions over the course of the next 7 days? So when you're inside of the Position to Profit Planner, there's some great things that you're going to be able to do. Number one, you're going to be able to work through your money goals with the money map. And then number two, you're going to be able to access and process what I call the cash flow goals calendar. So I'm going to skip a few pages here. This is the ready to receive, ready revenue. Lots of great things that you can do. This is the money map worksheet. There's an opportunity for you to get some of those worksheets for free when you sign up for the cash flow goals free version. Let me do, which one do I want to share with you? Okay, well, I'll give you actually visuals of 2 of the pages because this one is about 2 Tools Tuesday. Man, it's hard to see with the ring light. Let me see if I can turn it off real quick. If it's easier for you to see the 2 Tools Tuesday page. So I have a page literally for every day of the week, okay? So it says, use this worksheet to brainstorm at least 2 tools you can share with your followers via affiliate links, a resource library, or a PDF. What 2 affiliated resource offers can you share today? So if you don't have your own offers, can you come up with affiliate offers that you can recommend? Can you create or update a resource library? Can you share or create or update a resource PDF? So each of these pages is providing you with examples of things that you can potentially do to work on your cash flow goals from Monday all the way to Sunday. Okay, so as today is 2 Tools Tuesday, I wanted to share with you that page. But there's a lot of different types of things that you can work through in the Position to Profit Planner. It starts with your money goals, your ready to receive action steps. It goes into the money map. Then it goes into the cash flow calendar of the week so that you can process what you're going to do from Monday to Sunday. Okay. And then the last part, I like really much. I don't know if that makes sense. I really much like this part. I like it a lot. A course correction plan of action, because the reality is you're going to try these things and some things are going to work and some things might not work as much as you'd like to. So you want to have a plan of action so you can course correct as you're doing things, right? And so the course correction action page says, even with the best effort, things don't always go as planned. Don't give up. Create a course correction action guide so you can prepare for the worst while you hope for the best. Answer these questions and duplicate this page as needed. Okay, so I'm going to share, there are a few questions here. I'm going to share one of these for you to process because I don't want to go too far off tangent. But again, these are all in the Position to Profit Planner. One of these questions is to compare everything. As you're going through the process of working through one of the things that I'm sharing with you here, you can compare everything. What works, what didn't work. What sold the most, what sold the least. What got you the most engagement versus the least engagement. So you're tracking everything using the SMART acronym, right? SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. You want to set SMART goals and track everything. So when you're coming up with a course correction guide and you identify those things that didn't work, you need to know, you can see what needs to be adjusted. What did work, you need to double and triple and 10x those things that worked well. What sold the most, obviously you need to sell more of that. What sold the least, you need to figure out if it's something that you need to maybe, hold off on, hold back on, or maybe fix or modify in some way. Most engagement, obviously the things that are most engaging for you, you need to consistently create that kind of content or share that same thing versus least engaging. So those are that's one of several questions that I have for you to help you get clear about creating a course correction plan of action. And those are some things that you can do inside of the cash flow goals guide and the positioned to profit planner. I know that the ring light is super bright, but again, you can get this. It's one of the tools that I want to share with you today, the cash flow goals guide / position to profit planner, which you can learn more about over at sistersense.com/CFG. So first part of this conversation today, I wanted to walk you through some things that you can do to get some cash flow clarity. We talked about setting a minimum amount that you want to make this week. We talked about identifying at least 3 to 7 ways that you are going to directly reach new people as well as connect with those pre-existing and current clients. We also talked about some things that you need to consider when it comes to content marketing. What kind of content are you going to create to strategically promote your offers? And I've given you some examples of content that I've created that you can literally see when you go over to sistersense.com/CFG. Okay, now that we've talked about cash flow clarity, let's dig in and dig deep into creating your own personal profit playbook. Kind of like sports, like football. They got playbooks that they go to as their Bibles, as their, holy grails that direct them and provide them with action steps, right? We all need to document what works. We all need to make sure we are maximizing our most effective strategies. So coming up with your own personal profit playbook essentially allows you to do that. So when you go, wait, what should I be doing right now? You get your refresher, you get your, what is it called? Your Red Bull. You get that fire when you feel like your fire has fizzled by being able to go into your playbook and pull out some things that you go, yes, I'm going to do this. It worked well before. Let me do it again. So let's talk about some things that you need to create or consider when it comes to putting together your own personal profit playbook. Okay. Now, I mentioned to you that today is 2 Tools Tuesday. The first tool that I shared with you is the Cash Flow Goals Guide. Number 2 tool for you is the Set Up for Success guide that you're going to get when you get access to the Set Up for Sales Success webinar that I actually did a few weeks ago. Literally Set Up for Success. And you guys can let me know, did you get access to, did you watch the Set Up for Success webinar? Yes or no? I watched it, LaShanda. I didn't watch it, LaShanda. Let me know if you watched it or you didn't watch it. The webinar, the replays are already online over at sistersense.com/SUFS, which stands for Set Up for Sales, SUFS. Right now it's half off. That's number 1. But number 2, when you go there, you're also going to get instant access to the training plus the guide that goes along the training. So that guide can help you, right? So you can get all the resources and recommendations that I have in that guide, that PDF that's there for you, the Set Up for Sales Success guide. So what I'm going to do is walk you through some of the things that are in that guide so you can work on creating your own personal playbook. Sound good? So first thing that I want you to consider is number 1, if you want to get better at sales and you want to generate more sales, number 1, you got to have more deals more often. One of my favorite signature Sister Sense statements is always have something to say, always have something to share, and always have something to sell. That's my triplet. A, always have something to say, share, sell. Okay, to help you with that consistency. Some of you are not selling because, boo, you're not selling. You're not proactive about your sales, right? A dead business equals dead business. Nothing is happening. You're not saying anything. You're not promoting anything. And you need to be more proactive if you want things to happen. So you need more deals. When you look at the Set Up for Success, or rather Set Up for Sales Success webinar training, plus the PDF guide that you get access to, you even get some, I think I put some templates in there for you as well, some social media templates to help you with your promotions. One of the things I talk about is having more deals. There are 8 types of deals that you should have. I'm going to share 2 of those types with you because it's 2 Tools Tuesday. So everything for me today is about the 2. Okay, so let me share 2 of those with you. Number 1, daily deals. If you're in a space where you can consistently share and commit to for a certain amount of time, sharing deals every single day, that's going to help you improve your conversions. I always talk about the rule of 7. Most people need to see your stuff at least 7 times before they take action. So can you create at least a 7-day deal sequence? Matter of fact, I got one for you. If you go over to sistersense.com/7 days, you can sign up absolutely free to see my 7 days of deals, whether those tools are of relevance to you, or you just want to see how I put my sequence together. So either when it comes to daily deals, you can do something. That's one of the people that I follow, the companies that I follow, they're doing 100 days, right? That's 7 days, that's 30 days, that's 90 days, that's 100 days, that's every day. How consistent are you at sharing daily deals? You got to check yourself on that if you feel like you're challenged when it comes to consistent sales. Are you consistently sharing deals on a daily basis? Now, you can do daily deals where you're manually every single day putting out a deal, or you can use automation. So when you go over to sissysense.com/7 days, that's an automated sequence. I sat down, I created some awesome deals, I put it in the sequence, people sign up, and every day for 7 days, they get great deals, and then they expire, and that's it, right? Over at sissysense.com/7 days. So you need to think about for yourself, do you have opportunities for people to get access to great deals from you, whether you put the deals into some sort of automated sequence or you are manually every single day sharing those deals, okay? So that's one of 8 types of ways that you can work on creating more quality deals. Again, inside of the sissysense.com/SUFS training plus guide, I share with you the SUFS, making sure you can set up for sales, okay? There are a ton of different ways you can do that. One is more deals more often. I'm giving you 2 of 8 different types of deals. The first one that I want to share with you today is daily deals. What can you come up with around that? Whether you manually share a deal a day or you create some sort of automation, and what kind of deals you're going to share. Those are some things to ask yourself. And how many days are you going to do this daily deal sequence? Okay. Some smart questions to ask yourself around that one. The second one is BOGO. Who knows what BOGO stands for? If you know what BOGO stands for, can you drop it into the comment box for me? Out of curiosity, just want to know who knows. What does BOGO stand for? You need more BOGO deals. And again, there are 8 different types of deals that I want to share with you. Now, here's the deal about 2 Tools Tuesday. Today is a great day when it comes to Tuesday to give them 2. Give them 2, right? So BOGO stands for buy one, get one. Do you have something today that you can share as a deal? And if they buy one, they're going to get one, right? So let me give you one. I'm going to give you a BOGO. So I said to you, one of the things that I want to do to help you create your personal profit playbook is I want to share with you some of the strategies that I shared inside of the Set Up for Sales Success webinar that comes with the webinar, which is about 3.5 hours. You can watch the webinar, instant access online whenever you want to. All the strategies that I have on attracting customers, getting clients, and closing deals in that webinar, okay? Plus you get the PDF guide so that you can read the guide with all the things that you need that I share with you inside of that webinar, okay? I do a lot of webinars. So here's what I'm gonna do for you. If you go over to sissysense.com/SUFS, somebody write it down and put it into the comment box. sissysense.com/SUFS. If you don't have the Set Up for Sales Success webinar training guide plus templates, go there, get it now while it's half off, number 1. And number 2, for the next 2 days, so get it before 7/25/19 at 11:59 p.m. EST. Get it today because you're going to forget. You got old lady brain like me and you forget. Get it today, okay? Get it and I will gift you another webinar training. Last weekend, I did a session on side hustles and part-time work-at-home jobs that are perfect for entrepreneurs. Anybody could use some extra money? If you need some extra money right now, put in EM. Let me see EM for those of you who could use some extra money right now. I shared some super side hustles and some part-time work-at-home job opportunities that are perfect for entrepreneurs specifically. I did that webinar last weekend. If you missed it, if you don't have the replays, I'm going to give you those absolutely free as part of my BOGO for today. What you got to do, all you got to do, go over to sissysense.com/SUFS, get the Set Up for Sales webinar. That's already a fabulous bundle in and of itself, right? Get that between now and 11:59 p.m. EST, 7/25, 19, which is 2 days from now. So you got between now and 2 days from now, because some of you watching me live, some of you going to watch me on the replay side. So if you're catching me on the replay side before 7/25/19 at 11:59 p.m. EST, get your bundle. Email me, sissense@gmail.com, and say, LaShanda, I got it. I got set up for sales. Please send me the webinar training and guide on super side hustles and work at home jobs for entrepreneurs, and I'll give it to you absolutely free. That's my BOGO for today. Because it's Two Tool Tuesday, I'm going to give you up to 2 days from today to grab that. Okay? So if, again, you're looking to make some extra money, honey, drop into the comment box for me, EM. And number 2, if you want to get those 2 webinars just for the next few days, you can get set up for sales success, plus the webinar training that I did on side hustles and part-time work at home jobs for entrepreneurs over at SUFS. Just make sure that you email me. You got to email sissense@gmail.com. Let me know you got it before the deadline was over, and that's going to be your opportunity to get the extra free webinar. Okay, 2 for 1. So that's an example of what you can do. 2 for you Tuesday, right? What kind of 2 for you BOGO Tuesday opportunity can you do today for your audience? So when it comes to creating a profit playbook, what you want to be able to do is to have a book of strategies, of solutions that you can go to when you're trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do to sell today? What am I going to do to make money today? Because the first part of this conversation is setting your cash flow goals. We had a cash flow clarity session as the first part of this conversation today. The second part is the action steps. What are the actions that you're going to do to get the profit that you said you wanted when you set your cash flow goals, right? What are those action steps? These are examples. So I mentioned first that I've got 8 different types of deals you can create. I shared with you the BOGO deals and the daily deals. You can get all 8 when you get your Set Up for Sales Success webinar training. And that just for the next two days, when you get that, I'm going to give you the opportunity to also get absolutely free my Super Side Hustles webinar training too. Okay, so deals, that was number 1. Number 2, want more money? Want more sales? More freebies, please. Freebies. People love freebies, right? Think about how often you go into a store and they're like, try this. Do you like the way it tastes? Just go to aisle 12. More freebies, please, right? Number 1, for those of you who do have freebies, if you got a fabulous freebie right now, tell me what it is and drop the link into the comment box. You got to be ready when these opportunities come on, right? What freebie you got today? Number 1. Number 2, don't just share it with me. Share it with your community, right? Because some people make the mistake of they've got great freebies, but they're just kind of sitting and waiting for people to access them. Talk about them more. Literally, I'm telling you, I'm taking you inside of my Position to Profit planner, right? Number 1. Number 2, you can get a few worksheet pages from the planner when you go over to sissense.com/CFG. If I don't talk about the planner, if I don't teach around the planner, if I ain't sending you to the planner, you ain't gonna go, right? You got a dead business because there's dead business, right? You're not talking about it. You're not proactively trying to promote that planner, promote that book, promote that course, promote those services, right? So when you want to think about how am I going to make more money, more freebies, please. I give you 8 different types of freebies that you should be thinking about when it comes to promoting more effectively inside of the Setup for Sales Success webinar training. I'm going to give you 2 today because, of course, it's 2 Tools Tuesday. So that's what it's all about. I'll give you 2 of the 8. First one is a free sample. Give people a taste, like when you go to the supermarket and they give you a taste. And if it tastes good, you're going to go get that good that day, immediately, right? So I said absolutely free. If you haven't already gotten your cash flow goals guide and Position to Profit planner, you can get a sample, a free taste by going over to sissense.com/CFG. Right? You can get the free version of the cash flow goals guide and a few Position to Profit worksheets. You can get the full version and you can get the printable version of my Position to Profit planner, right? All those things over at sissense.com/CFG. What kind of free sample can you offer to your community? Whether it's virtual sample that they can go there and they can just download it right? Or it's a physical sample. It's a free sample that they can sign up for, put in their address, and then you ship it to them. They pay for shipping, right? What kind of free sample can you give to people? That's one freebie to think about today. Here's another one that you can consider. Free fast action bonus. One of the things that I talk about is being in a place where you TATO. You have more take action today offers. TATO, more take action today offers. You need people to get off the fence and go over to where you want them to go to get the good you want them to get, right? So free fast action bonuses are amazing examples of how you can get people to take action today and get those offers, okay? TATO, take action today offers. So for example, I mentioned to you, I already know, for real, I put my foot in it. Like mama's good gumbo. I put my foot in it, the Setup for Success webinar training. I already know. But there's some people who they go and they see it and they're like, maybe I'll get it later. I don't know. Fast action bonus. You want that super side hustle webinar too? I'm going to give it to you absolutely free, but you got to get it today or within the next 2 days. You got to get that super Setup for Sales Success to get the free one. What kind of fast action bonuses can you add on to an offer you're promoting right now to motivate people to take action today? Okay. And I gave you an example. For those of you who go over there and get it today or within the next 2 days, fast action. What are some fast action bonuses that you can provide to your audience? So there are 8 different types of freebies that you can consider creating to help, get people to get excited about your stuff, give them an opportunity to try a little before they buy some more. And I'm giving you 2 of the 8 today. Number 1, what are some free samples that you can create? And number 2, what are some free fast action bonuses that you can offer? Okay. So when it comes to you creating your own personal profit playbook, so far we talked about daily deals. I gave you 2 of the 8. And then we talked about freebies, please, more freebies. I gave you 2 of those 8. Now, let's talk about ASK, get your ask in gear. You want to be clear that in order for you to attract more customers, you need to use the word NEED more. And I've been talking about that a lot if you've been following me and watching some of the web classes that I've done over the last few days, right? So I mentioned to you that literally I was on my phone this morning. I saw an Instagram ping. Somebody tagged me. Someone went on Instagram and said, look, I need a designer. I need a website built now. I need a website fast. Who you got, right? And then one of my amazing clients tagged me and said, hey, you need to check out Sister Sense, okay? So one of the things that I want you to do when it comes to the ask conversation, and I've got 8 need statements, need questions that you need to consider. One of them is need help, right? She was like, look, I need help. I need somebody to build my website right now. Who you got? She said that as a customer, as a consumer. You need to ask that as an entrepreneur, as a creator. Do you need help with ... What kind of do you need statements, question can you put out to your audience today? And I already, when we had Cashflow Clarity a little bit earlier, I gave you 7 ways that you can directly communicate with your customers and your potential customers with your leads. Go watch that. You got to scroll back into the replay so you can get those 7. How are you going to communicate the statement, do you need help today? I gave you 7 ways you could do that, right? So don't say, I don't know what to do, because I'm giving it to you, okay? So think about that, right? Do you need help with ... That's number 1. Do you need payment plans? So I'm giving you 2 of the need questions that I have that can potentially help you start conversations and attract the people who need you. Do you need a payment plan? That's a big one for those of you who sell high price point products. So one of my potential customers, potential new clients, was referred to me last week on Friday because she needs a website, right? So we had a consultation call. That was one of 7 ways. I said, how do you directly communicate your message and what you've got to clients? One of those things that you need to do is do more consultations, right? So I had a consultation session with her yesterday. And based on what she needs, she's more than likely going to get my Small Business Elite web package. By the way, if you're curious about my web design services, you can go over to webdesign.sistasense.com. So my Small Business Elite web package currently, as of today, is $3,000, right? So I said, you know what? If this is the package that you really want, there's an opportunity for you to either do full price or partial payment. So you can break it into a 2-part or even a 4-part payment, okay? Do you need a payment plan? So that's an opportunity for me to open the door of the conversation of getting more clients, because yes, there are some people who are in a position to pay all of it in full today. And there are other people who say, okay, I want this, I need this, but can you break this down for me so I can pay for it over time? Do you need a payment plan? So the 2 need questions that I asked you to ask your community today or in some way this week: do you need help, ... complete that one. Do you need a payment plan for ... complete that one. So literally that need a payment plan question has come up several times. That for the small business package for the client that I did the consultation for yesterday. And then last week when I said, y'all, look, I got a great bundle for you. I'm raising my rates on my clarity calls as of August 1st. And I'm going to change my clarity calls that right now are $50 for 30 minutes and $100 for 60 minutes. They're going to be raised. So I'm going to charge $100 for my 30-minute calls, and I'm going to charge $200 for my 60-minute calls. I've been doing this web money marketing thing for a very long time. I am qualified. I can help you get your step-by-step processes together. It's time for me to raise my rates. Just real talk, right? So in that space, I said, look, I'm raising my rates come August. Until then, I'm actually rolling back the price for those of you who are looking for an opportunity, especially those of you who are looking for an opportunity to talk to me for the first time at a reduced rate, $30 for 30 minutes until it goes away, right? And that you can do over at sistasense.com/fix-it. So last week I had ladies go to the website. You can actually go over there, sistasense.com/fix-it, and sign up for 30-minute clarity calls with me. Some people bought 1, some people bought 2, 3, 4. Some people signed up for the full 10 clarity calls bundle, right? 10 calls locked in at the rate of $30 is $300. I had one client come to me and say, look, I need this 10 bundle, this 10 call bundle. I just can't pay all at once. I can't pay the $300 today. Can you give me a payment plan? I always say, get your ASK, get your ask in gear. As a consumer, asking people if there's a possibility for them to do this or that, but as an entrepreneur, asking your customers if they need this or that, right? So she reached out to me and I said, yeah, no problem. I created a 3-part payment plan, and then I put it on the sistasense.com fix-it page. And guess what? She signed up for it. And then that day that I sent it to her, I shared it out in a live, and that day 2 other people signed up via the payment plan. Do you need a payment plan is a very, very big question, okay? So there's a payment plan there. So by the way, for those of you who go, man, I missed that, go to sistasense.com/fix-it, and you'll see it there. Whether you get a $30 30-minute session, you get a few of those, or you get the 10-session bundle. $300, either a full part or a payment plan. What kind of payment plan can you offer your audience? How can you use the need questions, NEED? Do you need help? Do you need a payment plan? I have 8 NEED questions or statements that you can come up with and brainstorm that I share with you inside of the Setup for Sales training. Now, the last thing that I'm going to do when it comes to talking to you about your personal profit playbook is to give you one more recommendation when it comes to TATO, Take Action Today offers. So I said to you, when it comes to you working on your profit playbook, how you're going to bring in that profit, close those deals, make that money today, one of the things that you can do is to share more freebies, right? Free samples, free fast action bonuses, right? Now, fast action bonuses are really also great Take Action Today offers because people go, I need that now. Like, for example, I'm going to give you an example of that. Anybody follow Michael Hyatt? Michael Hyatt, he's great. He's got a lot of, trainings and books, and he really focuses on you and your productivity and your focus and all that wonderful stuff. Well, when he came out with his new book, he said, look, I'm going to give you guys like well over $500 worth of stuff absolutely free if you pre-order the book, because it's about to go live on Amazon. But here's what you got to do. You got to pre-order before this date. Okay. So he gave these awesome fast action bonuses. And I was like, I've never gotten a Hyatt book. I want to get one of his books. I want to see what this one is about. Plus, I would love to kind of see, out of curiosity, some of these fast action bonuses. You know, sometimes we buy things because we really, really need them and want them. And then sometimes as an entrepreneur, we buy things because, real talk, we just want to see what other people are doing. We want to be all up in folks' business. I said, let me get these freebies right? So the first time I saw it, I said, let me get it. And then I was like, I forgot. Because most people, rule of 7, need to see your marketing message at least 7 times before they take action. Just so happens that I'm on his email list. I said to you, what's one thing that you're going to do, or at least 3 to 7 things you're going to do to communicate with your audience directly this week? Consultations was number 1. Number 2 was email marketing, right? I'm on his email list. So literally, if not every day, every other day when he was marketing his last book, he was checking in and saying, look, this fast action bonus of you getting somewhere between 300 to 500 free things from me. Get the audio book version of the book, get the last book, get this thing, get that thing, download this. All of that is going away soon. You want these fast action bonuses? He was consistently emailing me, right? To the point where literally, I think it was like the last day. And I was like, okay, I got to get it today because it's going to go away, right? So when it comes to TATO, Take Action Today offers, I said 2 things for you to consider. Number 1, what kind of fast action bonuses can you add onto your content to really motivate people to get it, because you've got some great good to give them, some extra stuff, absolutely free. And number 2, what kind of deadlines, clearly defined deadlines, can you set, which are going to motivate people to get what you got now, because those opportunities go away. Opportunities expire. That's one of the things that I like to say. Opportunities expire. So I literally today said, look, today is 2 Tools Tuesday, 2 Tips Tuesday. 2 is my word for today, right? If you go over to sissysense.com/SUFS, you can get my Set Up for Sales webinar training, right? I said, today I'm going to do a BOGO. You get that between today and the next 2 days. Between now and 7/25/19 at 11:59 p.m. EST, you get that absolutely free fast action bonus. I'm going to give to you these super side hustles, super amazing work at home part-time jobs. I'm going to give you that webinar training absolutely free as a fast action bonus. But the deadline is 2 days from now. So it's between now today and 2 days from now, 7/25/19 at 11:59 p.m. EST. You email sissysense@gmail.com. You say, LaShanda, I got the first webinar bundle. Can you give me the second one? And I got you. Literally, so long as you email me by 11:59 p.m. EST, 7/25/19. One of the ways I'm able to give people, or rather compel people to take action today, is by providing them with TATO, Take Action Today offers. I have 8 examples of those that you can consider. And one of those is, like I said, the fast action bonuses. And another one is setting very, very clear deadlines. I have 8 of those things for you to consider. So when I set clear deadlines, people take action. Right? And it's not going to be everybody, but it's going to be the right bodies who feel like, you know what? I've really been thinking about this thing and I want this thing, but for whatever reason, I've been dragging my feet on this thing. So let me get it now before it goes away. We do that as consumers. Like I said before, you know, with the example of Michael Hyatt and his last book, I was like, okay, look, I'd like to see the book. What got me to get the book was the take action of the free action bonuses, right? And then also the take action of the fact that the deadline for the pre-ordering and the fast action bonuses were going away, and I had to get the good before they were gone. So today, the things that I wanted to do when talk to you about as far as this cash flow clarity session is you setting your cash flow goals and you working on your own personal profit to-do list. Hopefully you have found today's session helpful. Drop into the comment box and let me know what, if any of these strategies have been helpful to you, number one. Number two, if you need help, check in with me. Email sizzlesense@gmail.com. Let me know if you need help with selling services, putting your package together, working on programs. Some of you have great programs or products, courses, and all that information is in your ebooks, or rather in your notebooks, but you haven't found a way, or you haven't really figured out a way to clearly turn your ideas and all the stuff that is in your notebook into something you can sell online. If you need clarity, support, and direction, number one, you can schedule a clarity call with me before those prices go up as of August 1st over at sizzlesense.com/fixit. Number two, you can get the Setup for Sales Success webinar training over at sizzlesense.com/SUFS. And again, for those first or last, for the next 2 days, you have the opportunity to also get the Super Side Hustles and Work at Home Jobs webinar 2 as a fabulous fast action bonus for you. Okay, so first thing that I want to do before I wrap up for today, bye Instagrammers. So before I wrap up for today, I want to see if I can jump on Facebook just to see what you guys are saying, and feel free to drop into the comment box for me and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, that's number one. And number two, let me know what you're going to do based on what I've talked about today, because I see a few people just jumped in, and I want to make sure that I can do a quick recap so I can talk to you guys about just kind of refreshing and recapping those of you who are just coming in and making sure that you guys are clear about the action steps that I want you to take today as we work towards your 2 Tools Tuesday goals. Okay. So I am now leaving Instagram so I can jump on this Facebook Live with you guys and see what you're saying. Because for whatever reason, it's always so hard for me to see what you guys are saying on my computer. So let me turn on the volume here. Buy one, get one. So a couple of people are working on the BOGOs. Awesome. Good, good, good. EM. So I know I see a couple of people said EM. You guys are looking for that extra money. All right, we're going to work on that. Good, 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 good. Love Michael Hyatt. Yeah, he's totally awesome. Who do you guys love and follow, by the way? Feel free to let me know if there's one particular entrepreneur online that they, beyond me, that you absolutely positively love. Out of curiosity, feel free to share them in here. Maybe I can see if I know them. If I don't know them, I can go and check them out, see who they are. Okay, so share somebody in your circle who you absolutely love. Like I said before, if you do need help especially around selling your services, putting together packages, closing more deals, trying to figure out how you can put a program, because some of you have program ideas or course ideas, but you don't quite know how you're going to take that idea and put it online, you can check in with me. You can email sizzlesense@gmail.com. While you're on the sizzlesense.com website, you can click the gray tab on the right to send me a voice message. And also you can go over to sizzlesense.com/fixit before my clarity session calls go up as of August 1st, so that you can not lock in that $30 for 30-minute deal. Okay, so let's recap what we talked about today. First part of the conversation, number one, cash flow clarity. We talked about some things you need to consider when it comes to working on your cash flow goals. Number one, setting a minimum amount of what you want to make in the next 7 days. Number two, identifying at least 3 to 7 ways that you can directly communicate with your current customers and potential customers, those new leads. Then number three, identifying 3 to 7 ways you're going to produce content that you're going to use to strategically market, right? You need more content marketing if you want to get more conversions. Better content, better conversions, right? So we talked about that, and I was sure to let you know that for 2 Tools Tuesday, you can go over to sizzlesense.com/CFG. Somebody can drop that into the comment box for me. If you go there, you'll be able to get absolutely free the cash flow guide free version, the full version, and also the position to profit planner. And I took you inside of the planner today. So that was one of 2 tools that I wanted to share with you. That was number one. Number two, the second part of our conversation today was on creating your own personal profit playbook. That means that you've got a book that you can go look into when you're trying to figure out what to do today to make some money today. Those MMAs, those money-making activities, those are the things that you need to be putting in your own personal profit playbook. Okay, so look, I wanted to help you get started with putting your playbook together based on some of the things that I shared inside of my Set Up for Sales Success webinar that I did a few weeks ago. And I said, make sure that if you want to get that webinar, you want to get the guide that comes with the webinar, the social media marketing templates that come with the webinar. Plus, if you want to get absolutely free, another webinar, my webinar on super side hustles and work at home jobs for entrepreneurs, make sure that you go there, sizzlesense.com/SUFS, grab it now, today, or within the next 2 days before it goes up and then goes away. Because within the next 2 days, you have the opportunity to not only get the Set Up for Sales Success webinar, but if you get it between now and 7/25/19, I got to be specific because some of y'all could be watching this replay 2 years from now. And you ain't gonna get this deal 2 years from now, okay? Don't be knocking at my door 2022. Like, hey, LaShanda, can I get that? No. If you go to sizzlesense.com/SUFS between now and 7/25/2019 at 11:59 p.m. EST, go there, grab that, email me, sizzlesense@gmail.com. Let me know you got it, and I will give you absolutely free these super side hustles webinar replays. Okay, I'll give you that too, because there's some extra good in there for you as well. It's 2 Tools Tuesday, and I want to make sure I can give you a 2 for 2 for you on Tuesday, right? Which is that BOGO. So when we talked about you creating your own personal playbook, I shared a few things for you to consider. Number 1, daily deals. I gave you 2 examples of 8 types of daily deals you can do. I share all 8 with you inside of the Set Up for Sales Success webinar. 2 that I gave to you today were creating deals on a daily basis, number 1, and then BOGO, buy one, get one offers. Number 2, then I said to you, samples, more freebies, please. Give you 2 examples of freebies that you can use to promote your content. Free samples, number 1, free fast action bonuses, number 2, okay? I've got 8 freebies, ideas, and concepts that can help you figure out what promotions you want to do inside of the Set Up for Success webinar training. Number 3, I said you need to ASK, get your ask in gear. I've got 8 ways that you can use the need ... statement, turn it into a question, use that question to create conversation starters for your audience. Today, the 2 that I gave to you was, do you need help with ... Share that with your audience, or do you need a payment plan ... Share that with your audience. Again, I have 8 of those inside of the Set Up for Success webinar training. I gave you 2 today. Last but not least, I wanted to talk to you about TATO, Take Action Today offers, how you can get people off the fence and actually buy your stuff today, how you can close more deals today. 2 examples. I have 8 examples. I gave you 1 earlier, which was the fast action bonus. Fast action bonuses definitely motivate people to take action now versus later. And then number 2, clear deadlines. When you say, look, this is either going to go up or go away today or in a few days. So make sure you get it done or get it before it's gone, right? So fast action bonuses, clearly defined deadlines. Those are 2 TATO things that you need to consider when it comes to Take Action Today offers. Okay, so that's it. That's all I got for you today. That's the good for today. Hopefully this has been helpful for you in some way. Again, last call as I'm live to let me know if you have any questions about sales, about marketing, about your cash flow goals. Feel free to drop them in here. And even if you're watching the replay, I will come back in here and check in and answer those questions. Again, if you want to directly talk to me, make sure that you go over to sizzlesense.com/fixit so you can grab those fabulous $30 30-minute clarity sessions with me before they go up, because they're going up August 1st. Okay, those clarity calls, they going up, boo. They going up. Alrighty, my dears. So you guys have an amazing day today. If I can, maybe we'll see. I'll jump on a little bit later and do a late night. But if not, just make sure that you remember to hit the bell, turn on the notifications and alerts so that you can see when you can jump on here with me for some fire. Alrighty, my dears. Till next time, take care. Mwah.